Swifts are remarkable birds. They spend almost their whole lives in flight, swooping with incredible agility to catch passing insects. And they travel amazing distances, wintering in Africa and heading north for the summer to breed. Gibraltar is one of the lucky places where common and pallid swifts will stop to build their nests and raise their young. In the spring and early summer, the sight and sound of our visiting swifts is unmistakable. And if you live in an old building with traditional eaves, you might even have some nesting right beside you. But with newer buildings, there are alternative ways to provide nesting sites.
The birds are very fast flyers. They're about that big. They're pallid swifts, and the difficulty with finding a nest box for them is they're going to fly past around about 30 kilometres an hour and see a tiny little black hole, and they've got to decide if that's safe or not. So it's very difficult for them. They're very worried of predators, of owls, of seagulls. It's got to be just the right spot. We've put nest boxes all around the estate in the hope that they'll adopt one of the nest boxes, which they have done. But it's taken them 4 years to discover what to us is very obvious because of this fear of predation. But once they do discover it, they transmit that to the rest of their community, their swift community, and they all start to gather around. So then very slowly, more and more of these boxes will be taken up over time.
One pair of pallid swifts has returned to the same box they occupied last year.
Well, we've got a camera, a live feed on one of them. I can't tell you which nest box that is because people might be tempted to prod around and disturb them. They've got 3 chicks. They always lay in batches of 3. So we've got 3 chicks. The youngest one is very small at the moment, so we're a bit worried about its health, but the other 2 are growing very, very nicely. So we'll keep an eye on it. And if you tune in on OV Swift Cam, I think it's called, you can watch them yourself in 24 hours a day.
So what can we do to make Gibraltar more welcoming to the birds that come to breed here?
All species need help because of habitat loss. Old buildings used to offer lots of nooks and crannies for animals to nest in or to hide in. Now we have hermetically sealed boxes that the animals can't penetrate. So it's quite important for us to put whatever we can up on these buildings to allow for insects, birds, plant flowers for insects, butterflies, moths. You know, it is important for all of them. And for us, it makes our lives nicer.
Swiftly come, swiftly gone. By late summer, the birds will begin their long migration down into Africa. The hope is to help the new generation spread their wings.